Hey y'all. Hey y'all, it's Wednesday morning and I'm out here in the garden before it gets too hot. I'm going to pick some green beans this morning. It rained last night quite a bit, so looks like things have sprouted up a little bit. And of course it rained because yesterday and the day before I spent all day watering the flower beds in the front yard. So that's the way it is, but that's okay. And filling the pool with water, of course. But that's okay. We're just going to kind of go through the garden here, start here at the back. I do have Swiss chard that I've left from our winter garden. I could still harvest the inside leaves, just so pretty. And I was hoping that the snails would eat that instead of my pepper plants, but no, they don't like the poblano. These are poblano. They're not ready yet. They'll get big. I've got another little bell pepper here. They haven't found it yet. They have found my first tomato I picked yesterday. Of course, a snail had eaten all the way through. This is called Carmelo. These tomatoes are kind of a medium-sized tomato, very flavorful. We have Celebrity, and they've got, I don't know what's going on. I pulled off this wacky-looking tomato here. I don't want the energy going to that, and I don't know. It's called cat facing. I don't know if it's pollination that does that, too much wind. I don't know, but these aren't looking. They're not looking right, unless what I bought was not a Celebrity. Well, maybe it wasn't. No, this is. Oh no, no wonder. It's called purple calabash. Celebrity's over here. So this is our Celebrity. I've never grown purple calabash, so we'll see how it does. Got more Swiss chard. I have an eggplant down here. That's the long, skinny purple eggplant. It's later in the summer. They like the heat. They're related to the cotton plant or tobacco plant. Somehow they're all related. So it gets a lot bigger and will produce more toward our summertime. Another tomato here I put in this big cage. We've got some cucumbers. I've got them all around the edge of the garden that are going to grow up. My fence here. Some potatoes, new potatoes. I dug a row up on Saturday of new potatoes and got a box of them. And I'm going to let these go and continue on. But I needed a row to plant some more green beans. I got my yellow squash here, and I have some little ones here. This one was probably tomorrow. I'll pick those. I don't like them to get too big and they get seedy and they're mushy in the middle when you fry them. Now it's called a macaroni pepper. The pepper's supposed to be huge, and the snails, for some reason, love it. I've put out snail bait. See, they even eat the pepper. And I put out snail bait, stuff in trays to lure them. I pick them, I look for them and pick them and feed them to the chickens. So I don't know what I'm going to do. More cucumbers here. Now this is called Juliet. My neighbor grows these, Gerald. Hey, Gerald. He lives across the street, but he also, it's his second home, I guess. And these are Juliets. Now they're kind of like a Roma, but they grow like a cherry tomato does. This is a big Juliet here. They will stay on the plant for a long time ripe. They will stay on your countertop for a long time. And I'm just going to kind of train it. I'm letting it trail, and I'm going to train it up on this fence here. Now these are my green beans. I'm going to pick a few this morning because they're getting to where the size I like to pick, because I can these. Now I've got I forgot to show you, some pole beans over here. I made this little trellis, and these beans, they grow up the pole, and they're blooming right now. And there's a little bitty green bean. These are the ones we eat fresh. I pick them, we take them in and eat them. The bush beans, they come on in big flushes of beans. They're contenders is what I plant, and they can really well. And then this is called a butterstick squash. It's shaped like a zucchini, but it's a yellow squash. Give you more uniform circles rather than the Dixie squash, which is kind of has a skinny neck on it. We've got some zucchini over here. I've planted different varieties. See, there's a zucchini. And at the end is the female flower. And right next to it, here's a male flower right here, is the male flower. Now, a lot of people will pick these male flowers and bread them and fry them. I've never tried it. And I think I might do that. These are just zucchinis over here. There's some little bitty zucchinis down in there. We have a problem with squash vine borers, really bad, where they'll bore into the stem, and they'll eat the inside of the stem, and it's just a problem here. I plant them in the fall. Again, we'll plant squash again in the fall, in September, October-ish, and we don't have that problem then. These 2 rows are zipper cream peas, kind of like black-eyed peas, purple hull peas. Well, these are called what's called a cream pea. There's some crabgrass I need to get. And they don't put on till in June. They like hot weather. And Steven shells them for me, and I put them in the freezer in water, in cartons, and I put water, freeze them in water. I planted a blueberry bush over here in the corner. There I am, there's my shadow. So I'm going to try to, I may add some more blueberry bushes here because it will make a screen for the bees. The bees tend to like to get after me for some reason or another. They don't bother Steven so much. There's my blackberries back there. I picked them. Well, I didn't get to pick them yesterday evening because it was thunderstorming and raining, so I'll pick this evening. If I pick them every day, I usually get a quart of blackberries. I've got some weeds here I need to pull. We have a melon, probably a Ha Ogan, which is a true cantaloupe. Got a few of those planted. Melons grow they like hot weather. So they're just now starting to trail a little bit. So this is our food for the summer, with the berries. And I've got a couple of pear trees. I started an Asian pear and a kefir pear. They're back, you can't see the kefir. So I'm hoping in a couple of years to have pears. Still got grapefruit. All the mandarin oranges are gone. So I better get busy picking these green beans. See how the sun's starting to hit them? I like to get out here before the sun gets on me. So I hope y'all